welcome to episode 8 of the Minecraft Hardcore Survival World. If you guys missed the last episode, we actually built this pretty cool looking farmer's market here, where we've got all these villagers maxed out, and we can trade 1-to-1 pumpkins, or those are melons, and pumpkins. And with our newly acquired emeralds, we actually have best food source in the game, golden carrots. I've got something really cool planned for this episode. I'm gonna go grab Houdini real quick. I don't remember where I put him. I think he's just in the barn, hopefully. Yeah, okay, I see him over there. So Houdini and I are gonna take a quick trip back home, back to the log cabin, because I've got something that I want to show you guys. So if you guys remember, we have this chiseled bookshelf here where we've been storing the comments of the episode, right? So that's episode 1 here, and episode 2, 3, 4, 5, and I never put in episode 6. So if I put this right there, our chiseled bookshelf is now full, and we're not gonna have a spot to store today's comment. So I think we're gonna need to build a library. And now that we have all these emeralds here, we'll be able to get some good enchanted books too. Oh yeah, before the sun goes down completely, I totally forgot to tell you guys, we're actually on day 300 right now. So as the sun starts to set, we can be happy that we've made it 300 days in this world so far. And hopefully we'll make it 300 more. Or, infinite more. I really don't want to die in this world, but let's go to sleep since it is nighttime. Things will start spawning now. So anyway, like I was saying, we're gonna need a library to start storing all of our comment of the episodes. And of course, a library houses tons of books, and in order to make books, we're gonna need a lot of leather. So I think I'm gonna spend some time here and farm a bunch of wheat, so that way we can breed a bunch of cows. Are you kidding me? Those guys really spawned in right there. I was about to just record a quick clip saying that I finished planting all the crops, but I guess we got some unexpected company too, and so close to the farmers too. Oh gosh, I hope they don't go that way. I'm gonna be smart about this. Let's get a bucket of milk. Of course, we gotta make it daytime as well. Gotta be extra smart now. God, some of these guys with their enchanted bows, man, not cool. Okay, I'm taking a beating here. Ouch. Whoa! Okay, this is the guy with the banner right there, so I have drink my milk. Good. And the last guy. Oh, my sword. Crisis averted. Now, anyway, back to what I was saying. I just finished replanting the entire crop field. Seems some of them are almost grown all the way back. But yeah, I'm gonna take Houdini. We're gonna go to the cow farm and breed up some cows real quick. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a little bit noisy in here. But yeah, I mean, this is just gonna be something I'm gonna be doing this quite a couple times during this episode. I guess probably off camera for the most part, just because it's gonna be a little bit repetitive. But we're gonna need a lot of leather. I'm back here at the market, and if you guys remember last episode, I kind of talked about, here, let me go to Freecam. I kind of talked about the future plans for our area, right? We have the sort of farming district over here. We've got the little marketplace, and then over in this direction, I kind of wanted to have the sort of village type stuff, and that would include anything from the library that we'll build today, as well as just residential housing, blacksmiths, armorers, basically any type of job other than the farmers, of course, because this kind of area is where they are. But I wanted to come in and show you guys that I'm going to be sketching out a path that starts from here in the marketplace, and we're just going to kind of bob in and out through the trees here and find a place to build a library. Actually quite a dense forest that we have here. Our path kind of goes like in and out of some trees here and stuff, but we'll we'll clear it out. If I could do a little bit of parkour and get up here, maybe I could show you guys kind of the area that I picked out. Or I could just use the free camp. That would probably be way easier. So if we start here at the marketplace and we follow all of these wood planks, might get a little bit lost here, but in and out of the trees, we kind of go this way and then end up right here. So I think this area would be a nice spot to start the library. But yeah, this area is very dense with trees, and we'll probably have to do a little bit of terraforming too. I see some like little crevices here. Now I've got a better idea of how much land we have. I think might have cleared out a little bit too many trees. I'm not sure if we'll use the whole space. I don't know if you guys saw that there was a wandering trader. Yeah, he went down here, but I actually traded with him during that little time lapse. And he brought over some nautilus shells and some mangrove papagules, and I just took the blue ice because I had a couple extra emeralds. But now that I can see all this land, I'm kind of getting a better feel for it. I definitely do want to have a pretty big library. I want it to be kind of more open as well. And with a library that size, we're going to need a lot of villagers so that we can trade like all the good enchanted books, right? So I'm actually heading back right now to go get some carrots because I think we should probably just go ahead and preemptively breed a few more villagers. I mean, I only did use 6 at the marketplace, but just in case if we need more, we'll have them. Man, I still can't get over how cool the ruins are. I think this place came out super great. It definitely has that abandoned atmosphere here, but as soon as you walk through this door, you're just greeted with these guys. Oh, here's your carrots. Friends, please make lots and lots of babies. They're going to turn out to be very, very good librarians. I also want to come back here to the automatic sugarcane farm and check on how the profits are doing. So we only have 9 stacks of sugarcane. This thing is not super fast, so I think I'm actually gonna just manually come down here and farm up a bunch of the sugarcane down here. Like 9 stacks might be enough for the library that we've got planned, but it also doesn't hurt to just grab a bunch just to have. So I just finished up doing all the terraforming. We had like some weird holes all over the place, So I just flattened this place out. Now we've got an even better idea of how massive this chunk of land is. And I also brought over Demos here to keep us company. It was starting to feel a little lonely. The wandering trader's got his little llamas following him around, so I figured I should get my little pet to come with me. I would say we're about ready to start working on the build, but there's actually a lot of blocks that I'm going to need for this. We're going to need to take a trip to the nether. We're going to need a ton of wood. We're actually going to need to start a dark oak farm. So I'm going to spend some time filling up some chests and getting a bunch of materials, so then we can start the build afterward. I just finished gathering all the resources here. As you can see, we've got chests full of just a bunch of goodies. I might have oversupplied, but that'll be better than being undersupplied for this build. And before we start, I wanted to make a banner for this sort of like village, basically to give it like a flag or like a logo. And I wanted to come and do it with you guys on camera here, just in case if you guys wanted to follow along. So first, we're going to start with the black purple, and then we follow that up with the light blue lozenge, whatever. I forgot, I need to make a flower charge with the oxide daisy, make the flower charge banner pattern. Now we can use the banner pattern flower charge with a white dye to get this cool flower shape. And then another lozenge. This time we're going to do a black one because it kind of, like the blue one gives it a slight border on the outside, which is pretty cool. And then lastly, we just follow that up with this white circle, white roundel. Now that we have a flag for this area, we also need a name, so maybe you guys could help me come up with something creative. The main theme for this area is the sort of cottagecore, overgrown, naturey type of stuff. I think it'd be cool if we got a name that fit that theme, so if you guys have any suggestions, just leave them down in the comments and maybe next episode we can pick one out. And with that out of the way, me and Demos here are gonna start working on this library. So I started out by making some pillars with stripped spruce and created a foundation out of stone bricks. I also used some dark oak to fill in the first floor. And then I made a trim all around the base using stripped oak. The design for all of the walls are pretty much symmetrical. It's just oak planks, and then I used some spruce stairs and trapdoors to make a circular design outside of the window. I also added a lip above because I planned on doing a second floor, and of course some hanging lanterns to brighten up the build. For the main entrance, I wanted to make a porch out front with an awning above, so I used spruce as a trim and deep slate tiles as the roof. Then I got to work on the second floor, basically just copying the design of the first. But for the outside, I decided to make flower boxes instead, and I also used some shroom lights to hide some lighting. And these small little roofs helped to tie in the deep slate below. Somehow I messed up my replay footage, but I did make this cool trim out of stripped crimson logs and dark oak as a transition to the roof. I decided to go with more of a hip roof design, where it's basically just a pyramid shape, but I cut it off at the top so that the peak wasn't too tall. Then I placed some fences and walls all around to make these pointy bits on top. I wanted the library to feel very large inside, so the second floor just kinda hugs the wall and leaves the middle of the room nice and open. I used some dark oak to add some design and character to the ceiling, and also hung up some lanterns like a chandelier. Then I started the interior designing process by adding a warm and cozy fireplace with a mantel, and also this really long table with lecterns where our villagers will be able to study and do their work. I placed a ton of bookshelves and used looms and chiseled bookshelves to add some variation, and I also made a couple of seating areas with desks and tables. I figured this little cubby was the perfect spot for an enchanting table. Upstairs, I made a few of these bookshelf units with hanging signs. These are going to be used to hold our comments of the episode. And in between those, I added more bookshelves, tables, chests, and flowers to add to the library atmosphere. And then I asked for y'all's help in decorating this wall. We had a few options, but the majority was in favor of this big clock and some of the village banners. And there we go, the library's finally done, man. This was such a big project and the interior took a super long time too. But let's go on ahead and step inside and give you guys a little bit of a tour here. As soon as you come through the front door, you've got these little reception desks here where you can check in or check out books, and they've got lecterns. So anywhere around this build where we'll see lecterns basically will mean that we'll have like villagers working here. Which leads me to the big long table here in the center. We've got these cool trap doors actually, and the lecterns are inside the table. But if we just put a villager here, you know, they'll just run out. So my plan is to actually get the villagers in minecarts and leave them in minecarts, but encompass the minecarts inside of these trapdoors. But basically, they'll just be chilling at the desk or at this long table, basically just sitting here studying or whatever. And I think it's going to be super cool once we've got this table like full of the whole village. But that leads me this way. You know, we've got some more little desks and stuff like that. But yeah, we finally built an enchantment table like you guys just saw. I used a couple diamonds on this bad boy. But if we go this way, we'll take a little trip up the stairs here. I actually built something that I didn't show in the time lapse, and it's right over here. As you can see, we've got a fish tank here, but there's no fish. So I actually went and grabbed some fish from the lush cave. Now we can just place our two fish in here, and I decided to name them Aristotle and Socrates. So these are just two, famous philosophers, I guess. And I thought it was kind of fitting to have them inside of the library. We've also got the bookshelf units here where the episodes are going to be stored, and each unit can hold up to 24 books. So we've got that one, and then we've got this one, 25 through 48. Over on the other side, we've got 49 through 72 and 73 through 96. Hopefully I live long enough to actually use these bookshelves. Now we can put all episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 officially stored in the library. And the last thing I want to show you guys is I tried to make the little banner design with these carpets here. I know it's just like a straight line, but since it was a 3x3, it just, I don't know, I just went with this design. We'll just have to use our imagination for that. But yeah, the library is a big fan of the village, I guess. They've got banners all over the place and carpet. But anyway, I think we should start getting some guys up in here, start moving some villagers over here so that we can get some good books. So then I built my Skyrail V2 and started the process of transporting a bunch of villagers over to the library. I wasn't sure how many villagers I would need, so I just sent a bunch of them over, but yeah, we'll just start putting them in their little chairs and figure it out as it goes on. So once we get them into position, all we gotta do is try and get this mine track out from underneath him, like that. Then we could just rebuild the chair. And now he's sitting. Okay, for some reason he's not taking the lectern though. Maybe it's not the right time of day? I don't know. I hope they just figure that out on their own and do it, because I don't want to have to like assign them trades and then move them back in here. That would suck. I'm just gonna spend the next couple of minutes trying to get everybody into their seats, and yeah, I'll come back in a minute. Alright, well that wasn't terrible at all. It was actually super easy using the minecarts. But yeah, we got the table full of our librarians, and they're actually taking the lecterns, which is good. Some of them seem like they're struggling a little bit. Like, I don't know why you are not noticing the lectern in front of you, but yeah, we'll fix that. Basically, what I need to do now is just go around and keep recycling their trades until I get the desired enchanted book that I want. Mainly gonna be looking for mending, efficiency, Silk Touch, Fortune 3, just some of the important ones for now. Oh yeah, and we also actually ran out of villagers. I guess I didn't end up reading enough of them. But upstairs, we've got every single chair up here, so we've got 4 chairs up here, and they're all empty. But I think for now, I'm just gonna focus on getting some good enchanted books here. As it turned out, the villagers were getting confused with all of the lecterns, so I temporarily replaced them and had to individually block the line of sight for each villager in order to cycle their trades. Hopefully y'all can learn from my mistake. I decided I would just lock in all of the villagers' trades here. I know I said I was mainly just going to focus on like the good enchantments, but when I got into the groove of things, I just kept on going. And we even got some librarians upstairs in their chairs on both sides. So now we've got 18 librarians, and they all trade different books. So real quick, I'm just going to speed through and show you guys what we have to offer. Unbreaking 3, Feather Falling 4, Mending, Power 5, Efficiency 5, Flame, Protection 4, Looting 3, Silk Touch, Infinity, Fortune 3, Sharpness 5, Respiration 3, Sweeping Edge 3, Fire Aspect 2, Aqua Affinity, Depth Strider 3, and Punch 2. So with all of these guys in total, we'll be able to craft up some really godlike tools. The only things we're really missing is like Frostwalker. We're missing like the blast protection, fire protection, projectile protection, and then like all of the trident enchantments and the fishing rod ones too. But anyway, I took a trip back home and I actually grabbed 3 of our diamonds. We only had 4 diamonds back home, so we're gonna take this, make a pickaxe. But let's see if we can get ourselves a pretty good pickaxe. So we've got efficiency 4 on here. The book is only piercing 4. That's kind of bad. Let's just go with the pickaxe. Let's see what we get. And we only got efficiency 4. I mean, that's not terrible, but I was hoping I could save a couple of emeralds. I may be getting like Unbreaking 3 so that I don't have to buy one from these guys. So I think I'm gonna take my grindstone and we'll just put it right over there. But let's give this another shot. We do have the levels. We've got 61, and I don't think lapis is really a problem. So we only got efficiency 4 again. I don't know why. Okay, third time's a charm. Let's go. Efficiency 4, unbreaking 3. Okay, that's a little bit better. While I was locking in some of their trades, I actually had to buy the books because, like for example, this guy, the feather falling guy, I didn't have paper to lock in the trades, so I just bought the book instead. So I've got a ton of books here just from locking in their trades, and we're gonna take the Silk Touch one, and I guess we could take this Efficiency 5 book as well, and we'll combine those and make a Silk Touch pickaxe. Now all we need is mending, and I think I have some emeralds in here. I just gotta find the mending guy. I forgot which one he was. Oh, it's this guy. Okay, sweet. There we go. We got an Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 5, Silk Touch, and Mending pickaxe. I'm back here at the mines because when I was gathering deep slate for the roof of the library, it was a big slime right there. When I was gathering deep slate for the library, I was just coming down here and strip mining in order to do that. And I ended up running into a couple of veins of diamonds, and I actually left a little sign here, so we've got 2 diamond pockets over this way. The first one is right here. And I think this guy, yeah, this was like a 5. Oh no, this was a 6. Yeah, 6 diamond. I think right over here, we've got the second vein, and that one was only 2. With these 8 diamonds, the smart thing would be to get a fortune pickaxe, and that way we'd be able to maximize our profits from these guys. I went home and I grabbed our last remaining diamond, but that's not enough to make a pickaxe, so unfortunately, we're gonna have to cut 2 of these guys out in order to make another diamond pick. And hopefully we get some better luck this time. Oh, sweet, wait, we got fortune 3 right off the first try. That's really good. Yeah, it's Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, Fortune 3. So the only thing we really need is Mending and Efficiency 5, but I think for now, we'll just settle for Mending, and maybe later on we'll get Efficiency 5. Alright, we've got 6 diamond ore out front. Let's see how many diamonds we get. 19, wow. Dang, so that was like 3 diamonds per ore. Well, that's actually more than 3 diamonds per ore. Dang, it's pretty crazy. We just halved our XP from just making 2 diamond pickaxes. We were at like level 60 something. Now we're only at 32. And I've got a lot more tools and armor that I'm gonna have to enchant, and I don't think we're gonna have enough XP to do it all. So maybe next episode we'll have to work on an XP farm. I do know that there's that skeleton farm right under the village, so we might have to do a little bit of a project with that. Anyway, now that our library is complete and we've got a good source of enchanted books here, I think it's about time we wrap up this episode. So I'm gonna go over here by the fireplace and we'll sit in this chair. Now we can enjoy the fireplace and read the comment of the episode. And this comment comes from Kristen Franklin. And they say, I heard you mention my resolution. It's good to hear yours as well. I actually prize the cinematography and voice of a YouTuber over the mega builds. You have achieved both in my book. I'll gladly be one of the blocks that builds your Minecraft empire. Well, thank you, Kristen, for the kind comment. It actually means a lot. I actually picked this comment because it just stood out a lot to me, and it really made my day. Especially this last line here, this little metaphor about being a block that builds the Minecraft empire. I just thought it was really creative and really, I don't know, it was just a really wholesome comment, so I figured I had to pick this one for this episode. I'm really proud of the little community that we've been growing here on this YouTube channel, and yeah, I'm just so thankful that all of you guys can be a part of it. I appreciate all of the support throughout all of these videos, and anytime I upload, I always really look forward to reading and responding to you guys' comments. I think that's probably my favorite part about making YouTube videos. And now that we've finished answering the comment of the episode, we can actually go on ahead and put it right over here in our episodes 1 through 24 bookshelf, right there. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. So once again, thank you guys for all of the support. And also, if you guys have any name suggestions for our little village here, don't forget to leave the names in the comments. The next episode, we can go through and pick out one that we like. But I hope you guys enjoyed this library build. And as always, Take care. Stay safe. I'll see you guys in the next one.